What's going on, everybody? Taylor Ply here with your latest forecast as we head into your Monday, October 14th. A cold front is moving into the area this evening on Sunday, and that will lead to some cooler temperatures, at least for parts of the state on Monday, but much cooler temperatures are expected later on into the week, and even a chance at our first frost coming up towards the middle of this week. So let's go ahead and dive on into it. Here's a look at the national blend of models for tomorrow morning. Temperatures ranging from anywhere in the upper 40s to lower 50s across the northern half of the state to more 60s and even mid and upper 60s as you get closer to the Gulf Coast region. As we head later on into your day, temperatures should continue to warm up. It's going to warm up nicely across the southern part of the state. Temperatures across parts of Mobile, down towards Dothan, in the low and mid 80s, but a lot cooler across the northern parts of the state. Some places, maybe even in parts of Jackson County, might not get out of the low 60s, especially on the hilltops up there, according to the National Blend of Models. You see the Appalachians up there. There's a lot of cool air that's going to start filtering into our area later on into the week. As we head later on into your evening hours on Monday, this is 8 p.m. Monday, temperatures quickly dropping down into the 50s, and then Tuesday is going to be cooler than tomorrow morning. Tuesday morning featuring temperatures in more the 40s for the majority of the state, still close to 60 degrees across the southern tip towards the Gulf Coast. Temperatures Tuesday should be into the middle 60s for the northern part of the state, maybe some upper 50s in the mountaintops of northeastern Alabama, and then 70s further to the south. But it's Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning is going to be the day where we could see our first frost across parts of northern Alabama. You see the cooler temperatures are north of the state. There could be some freezing temps up there in Tennessee, but places like Huntsville, Scottsboro, Fort Payne, even Coleman, probably seeing temperatures in the mid and upper 30s. You get into the rural parts of northern Alabama, into the counties, the county areas, temperatures could be closer to the mid 30s, maybe even a little bit lower than that. So a frost is definitely on tap for Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon looking fantastic, pretty cool out there. Some places might not get out of the 50s in northern Alabama. I think most places hit the 60-degree mark at least. You do get warmer closer to the south. Montgomery coming in at 65. And then Thursday morning, there's a chance at another frost. There's going to be wider spread temperatures in the upper 30s on Thursday morning, but notice how most of them are generally in that 37 to 38 degree range. Anytime you usually get a little bit lower than that, you're talking about 36, 35, that's going to be your frost potential. So the closer you get to that 35 degree mark and even down close to freezing, the better chance of having a frost. If you're in the upper 30s, around 38, 39 degrees, you might have a light frost, but the chances drop down drastically once you get closer to that 40-degree mark. And then as you head into your Thursday afternoon, temperatures rebound back into the 60s. Let's talk about rainfall. Rainfall is going to be hard to come by over the next several days. There is a chance that there could be a few isolated showers Sunday night into Monday morning, but most of that should impact parts of the Appalachians. You see a lot more of those greens there across parts of the Great Smoky Mountains. That's going to be your best chance at seeing some of that light rainfall. But for us here in Alabama, we're going to be bone dry for a long time. Again, best chance probably over the next several days is going to be Sunday night into Monday morning. Here's a look at that future radar. This is off the HERM model, showing the bulk of the activity off to our northeast into parts of Knoxville, into parts of Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, and eventually into parts of the Smoky Mountains of North Carolina. But you do see later on, early Monday morning, this is the overnight hours while we're all sleeping, there is a chance that we could have a few pop-up showers. Can't completely rule out a rumble of thunder, but I think that's pretty unlikely right now. But don't be shocked to kind of waking up if you're woken up by a little bit of some brief heavy rainfall overnight Sunday into your day Monday. But as you see, that quickly fades away even before sunrise. As we get close to 3-4 o'clock in the morning for your Monday, that's pretty much gone, and then we're dry for the remainder of the day. A quick look out in the tropics. We do have a chance at seeing some tropical activity in the Atlantic later on in the week. We'll be keeping an eye on that. I don't think this is going to be an issue for the United States. I think that the area of high pressure moving in that's giving us our cooler temperatures across the state will keep this at bay and away from the mainland. I think it ends up turning somewhere out into the Atlantic, but it could hang around the Caribbean just for a little bit longer. Again, this is a low chance or a medium chance right now. This might not develop, but it's just something we'll keep an eye on over the next several days. Let's take a look at what your temperatures could be looking at later on in the week. Here's a look at the Huntsville forecast. You see temperatures getting up into the upper 70s and lower 80s by the time we get into next week, but we'll definitely have more fall-like temperatures over the next several days especially as we get into the middle part of this week. Birmingham 63 on Wednesday, getting up into the lower to mid 70s by the time the weekend rolls around. Here's a look at the Tuscaloosa area. Temperatures dropping down to the mid 60s for your Wednesday, then getting up into the upper 70s over the weekend. Could be topping off into the lower and mid 80s by the time we get into next week. That is your forecast update as we get into your Monday, and I'll kind of look into the rest of the week. Fantastic weather coming on in. Abundant sunshine is expected this week with those fall-like temperatures. Might be a little bit cloudy on Tuesday behind that front, but I think that the majority of places will see a good amount of sunshine for the majority of this week. That's your forecast update as we head into your Monday. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day and stay safe out there.